We're getting off to another beautiful start here across mid-Missouri on our Wednesday. A little cool, though, as we step outside. Don't let that beautiful sunrise fool you this morning. 26 degrees down at Lake of the Ozarks. That's about where most of us are here as we get going this Wednesday morning. But our attention is going to be drawn back toward the south and west. You can see back toward Wichita and Oklahoma City, south central and north central Kansas and Oklahoma. Back that direction. We've got a low pressure system that's starting to spin back up back that way. It's going to clobber portions of Oklahoma, even the panhandle of Texas with some of that snow. That's our system that we're going to be tracking going forward as we get into our Wednesday. But out ahead of that, again, things staying fairly quiet for our Wednesday. Getting into this afternoon, I think we got a chance at running down 50 degrees here across mid-Missouri. Really, anywhere along and south of I-70 is going to see your best bet. But as we get into tonight, that system gets a little bit closer, and it's going to try to throw some of that moisture our direction. There's just a lot of questions as to how far north it's going to be able to do that here. Latest on a feature track, anytime after about midnight is what we're thinking with the onset of some of that rain. And as we cool off overnight, again, there's still a few questions as to just how cool we can get with some of that cloud cover building back in. We may be able to flip a few of those raindrops over to some snowflakes here in some of our southern counties. Now, I think it's going to be pretty much along and south of Highway 50, so some of our far southern counties as we get into the early morning hours on Thursday. We get you up to about midday, though. Things start to kind of thin out as that system kind of spins itself out, loses some of that energy as we get into tomorrow. Still hanging on to that chance of some fairly light sprinkles as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, but again, doesn't look like it's going to be much of a problem here across mid-Missouri. Temperature is still right around 40 degrees by the afternoon. Now, how much snow are we talking about? Again, if we can flip some of that over, I think it's going to be mainly confined to some of our far southern counties. For the best chance, it may be running down an inch here as we get into places like Phelps or Pulaski counties. Down around I-44. Here in the heart of mid-Missouri, Columbia back toward Jefferson City, even Moberly, it's going to be tough to get some of that accumulating snow across the area. If we are seeing it, though, it's going to be on things like deck rails back behind me, that grassy, those elevated surfaces. So again, not expecting a whole lot of impacts by Thursday morning, but if we do, that's where we're going to be seeing those wet roadways out around mid-Missouri for that morning commute. Going forward, though, things settle back down as we get into Friday and Saturday. Going to be watching a pair of disturbances. We may hang on to some of those light showers if that system wants to slow down even more as we get into Friday morning. I think most of the day is looking okay. We got another disturbance Saturday that looks like it's just going to be bringing us some cloud cover to kick off that weekend. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast, again, quiet weather is going to be a bit of a theme going forward over the next week or so. Temperature is going to be fairly seasonal, though, bouncing around in the 40s. It's about where we're supposed to be for the first week of December like we're in.